How's it going, Teal Boys? It is week 5, and your ranked Chanticleers have a home game here against Troy. 3-0 are the Trojans. Looking like a pretty decent team, but definitely worse than the past two that we faced in Clemson and Auburn. Statistically, they look pretty solid, but, you know, we got the man, Lee Corso, on our side. I gotta believe that he knows what he's talking about. We are a 3-1. We do have a loss, but it's to a top 10 Clemson, and I just don't see how we lose this. Of course, now saying that, it's going to be an incredibly close game that we lose at the last second, but hey, I gotta have some confidence going in. Let's go ahead and do our recruiting before that, and while we go through this, can I just say thank you once again? I feel like I do this every episode, but freaking 2 episodes ago, I'm like, hey, we broke 400, and then last episode, I'm like, whoa, we're like 450. We're over, like, almost 550. That's ridiculous. The last episode you guys have been incredible with. Definitely motivates me to come out and, you know, get these episodes out quicker, so I appreciate that, and, hey, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hop on the bandwagon, because apparently we're taking off. All that being said, we'll go ahead and start taking a look here at our board, and we'll start going through the process that we always do. Remove some guys here and there. Unfortunately, Terrence Palmer, one of those crazy centers, and Justin Williams. Well, Justin Williams might be a fight, but we're not going to be able to get Terrence, so we aren't looking as good as we had hoped. Michael Fogel, we're only losing 125. We will give him 250. I want to make sure that we have points left over for a little bit of scouting and some scholarship offers as well. We're at 31 guys on the board. Expecting that number to drop down a bit. And we just want to make sure that these guys that we're behind on, we look okay with. So that's, I think, mostly going to be it. I will go ahead and check through the rest of the points that we're given guys, and then add a couple guys to the board, and we'll jump back in when we have those guys to scout. All right, so we found our 4 guys that we can scout. We've got a wide receiver from Kenai, Alaska, a defensive tackle from South Carolina, a tackle from Missouri, and a corner from Florida. We'll go ahead and scout these guys. The corner first goes up to a 67 overall. We looked at him kind of because of his speed, 93 speed, 83 acceleration on the corner, with a 76 man and an 80 zone. I kind of like that. For a 67 overall guy, I feel like 80 zone is pretty solid. Play rec at 61 is a little bit weak and not the strongest guy. How about the tackle? Dominic Williams is a 69 overall. Decent run blocking. Decent blocking all around. Maybe a little bit slow. 80 strength I like. How about Robert Harris? He's going to go up to a 70 overall. Again, just kind of right there, middle of the road. 84 strength is nice, but maybe his block shedding could be a little bit better. And Chad Bradshaw, goodness, sorry. This is the guy from Alaska, wide receiver. We were looking at him because of his speed. He goes up to a 70 overall, 94 speed, 83 acceleration, 93 carrying. That's going to be pretty interesting, especially for a wide receiver that's very high, although the rest of his running abilities aren't as crazy. 56 catching is, oh, that's not great, but maybe the speed can be enough. We'll go ahead now and offer scholarships. Normally we do it to guys that we're in the lead with. Right now we're going to do it to these good players because we have some ridiculously good players on the board here. I mean, if you just look at our top 5, 77 overall and above. So we're just going to offer these guys. Justin Williams, we're not too close. We could, I guess, do this in the top school. Which one? One of these we can offer a scholarship. You would think I would know how to do this game or play this game now. Roger Reed is a JUCO cornerback, but he's 78 overall, which is pretty fantastic. He's going to go ahead and get a scholarship. Roy Jones is a 78 overall defensive end. We're in 3rd place, but trailing Clemson and Alabama, and in the mix with Oregon and North Carolina, so that's going to be a tough pickup. Neil Boone, we're only giving him 50 points a week, which is pretty impressive. 77 overall outside linebacker. He's going to be a true freshman. We're in the lead with him. We've already offered him his scholarship. Calvin Morris, we're a little ways behind with the guard. He's a JUCO. We are gaining on people, but that's kind of where that's sitting. And now those crazy good players we've offered, we're going to go ahead and Who should we focus on? Let's try to lock in Neil Boone because a 77 overall linebacker that, would probably improve minimum into the high 80s by the time his senior season comes around is going to be a massive pickup. So there's the rest of our points. And to finish this out, we've got 3 guys ready for their visits. So we'll go ahead and schedule Frank Bryant. We're going to go, let's see, if we're in the lead with them, we're going to bring them early. If we're not, they're going to go late. So ECU is who we're battling here, and we're going to want to go late against them. Tom West will come this week, and Bryant McIntyre will come this week. So that's pretty simple for us. The later the visit, the better I think it'll be, especially against ECU. But let's make this game against Troy worth a little bit more for us. Get these visits going and see if we can get some commits. Now, we took a look at the top 25 at the end of the last episode, but we'll go ahead and just see real quick here if there's any, ranked matchups. We have number 12, USC, playing a number 14, Oregon. Ducks are 1-1. Who did they lose to? Was it Wyoming? It was something that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, 41-20 against Wyoming, and then they were able to beat their FCS team, so that's a shame. And USC just lost to Oregon State, but, went to overtime against a 1-2 Cal. And then did their work against bad teams in Fresno State and Boston College. Any other ranked matchups? Tennessee and Auburn will be playing, and West Virginia and Oklahoma State. So, some interesting moves here. We just want to keep winning and see what happens this season if our rank can continue to improve. And with that being said, let's hop into this game against Troy. They're coming to our home turf. We're just going to wear let's go with the black pants on this one. Or the black jersey. Yeah, that'll work. 84 overall for Troy. As, they're not necessarily updated. We're going to let them wear their standard away uniforms. But yeah, 84 to our 81 on the overalls. We have the slight edge, an 83 to an 81 on offense. And they have a big advantage, 88 to 80 on defense. But we just took down a really good in the 90s Auburn and took it down to the wire against a 99 across the board Clemson. So let's hope that we can, play to our potential here. Troy is coming in with a very mediocre offense. They run the ball very well, though, and we have a very good rush defense. Defensively, they are technically second in the country, but that's through 3 games. They've only allowed an average of 9 points, 4th in the country in yards allowed and passing yards allowed. So maybe we try to find some success on the ground, but Grayson McCall is going to have to be on his game today. We're going to look for those 4 swatted passes and 2 interceptions, and hopefully we don't have to settle for a field goal of 40 or more yards for Bryant McIntyre's visits. But their top plays, oh my goodness. Marshall, 96 overall, and then they drop back down into the low 90s. But linebacker, left end, strong safety. A little bit scary for us. Let's get into this one. It is a beautiful sunny afternoon here at Brooks Stadium. We'll go ahead and see, are we going to get lucky enough to win this coin toss? They choose tails, which, yeah, unfortunately never fails. So they're going to get it, and they will elect to kick the ball off, which means we're starting this game with the football. So that sends Aaron Diggs back to return. What can we do here? Definitely one that we're going to bring out. Fielded a yard inside the end zone. Maybe feeling a little bit sluggish right now. But Diggs, okay. We're not playing against the crazy speed that we've seen. So he's able to get us to the 35-yard line. Reese White back in after his injury. Just so nice to have our starter back. We know that Baden Pinson can get it done, but it's nice to have a little bit of extra talent with Reese. It's 5 there. And we'll go ahead and see the read option. If Dion Fountain holds his block, this could be a big one as Grayson McCall keeps it. Running from a lineman, he picks up a block, crosses midfield, and slides down for a cool first down. 47-72 on the season with 665 yards. No devil here. Let's see if we can get a few more touchdowns. Maybe avoid the picks as well. We will go to the air as we have crossed midfield. A play action pass. Grayson looking for it. Nobody coming. I got to get rid of this one. Thankfully, Bedgood's in the area. No intentional grounding, but not starting off well. 0 for 1 through the air on our first attempt. Well, the running seemed to do pretty well. Let's go ahead and just give it back to Reese. Oh my gosh. The line getting great blocking. Reese got 7 yards easily. maybe it's just that Troy hasn't really played anybody, and that's why their defense looks so impressive because, well, 28th or so rush defense in the country. They've given up 17+ yards on just a couple of plays. Gonna just continue to hand off the ball here until they really sell out to stop, and I think this is maybe a decent time to throw. They're playing pretty far back on the coverage, so we'll look for the curls. Javon Hiley is there. The juke works, and Javon's going to just waltz into the end zone. That was a quick 34-yard touchdown pass to end what was a pretty quick drive, all things considered. 7-0 for Coastal, just like that. And how about this move from Javon? The beautiful little juke. We don't see that often from my user, but hey, we got it done. The defense now gets the chance to step out onto the field for the first time. 4 wide for Troy. They will go with the play action, and they put it in my area, but it's too close for the pick. And we'll see a quick 6-yard gain on first down. This is going to be a handoff to the running back, one of their impact players. Gunter's there for this tackle for loss. And like it always seems, we're playing another team running the hurry up, so they step back to throw on this 3rd down. And wow, Mats holds on to that one through the contact. And this is a ridiculously quick hurry up. I've got no time for my commentary between plays here. 1st and 10, expecting maybe a bit of a pass. We're trying to bring the pressure. Sidney McRae with a massive hit stick, but Marcus Rogers holds on to it. And we're just going to continue to go. See if we can stop these guys. There's the handoff. It's a counter. Oh, I absolutely bit on the little misdirection from the running back, and DK's got 19 yards. So I'm going to go ahead and bring some pressure on this 1st down. See if we can maybe get to this quarterback. He does step back to throw. Watson scrambling. Sidney McRae, and I don't know who else was there for the sack, but we get it. And it was Joel Hall, one of our tackles. We'll see now if we can stop him. 2nd and 11. It slowed him down a bit. Waiting and waiting and waiting, and quarterback just throws this one out of bounds. So 3rd and long for Troy. Thinking maybe we've slowed these guys down just enough that defense is able to get themselves set and get back into the game a little bit better. This is going to be a halfback slip screen. We're there with Porter to bring it down for a loss of 4. Easy read on that one, and we'll hold them to maybe a long field goal attempt. It is an incredibly long one. They're looking for 55 yards, so we've got Diggs back to get the return. Maybe a kick 6 on this one. No. This kicker has one hell of a leg. Had the distance, but pushed it wide. So defense gets the stop, and we've got a chance to extend our lead. And you can't be surprised that I'm going to do this. We're going to go for this one. And depending on what happens to Bedgood, Bedgood is maybe open. This is a terrible throw. Bedgood, though, catches it in stride. And the strike works for 47 yards on 1st down. Oh, my goodness. Just like that, we're inside the red zone. I thought for sure that the safety was going to get there and pick it off, but McCall showing a little bit of strength in the arm, gets it away in time, and gets us in a good spot. White only able to pick up a yard. That was good rush defense. And the curls have been working really well for us, so we're going to go back to it. Deion Fountain gets the touchdown. So we've thrown to 2 curl routes in this game, and it's resulted in 2 passing touchdowns. Grayson McCall now 3 of 4 on the day. And, hey, a little bit of a late hit there, but we extend the lead to 14. The zone worked really well for us on the first drive, all things considered. Got them to miss the field goal. We're going to try a little bit of man defense here and see what we can do. They throw to the running back who was out of bounds when he caught it. Looking now on 2nd down. This is going to be a screen. The blocking is pretty solid. Spillum maybe slowed him up, and they almost got enough for the 1st down. We're going to bring a massive blitz here. The hurry up just continues. It's honestly a little bit frustrating. I'm going to call this a run up the middle. We're going to bring a massive amount of pressure. Hopefully it is a handoff. We're there with Spillum. He just bounced off us, though. Just like that, Billingsley has 7 yards. We brought the house, and he just ran through it. Oh, that's a really unfortunate play. We'll only give up 2 on the preceding one. But, man, I thought we had the stop. Instead, now with 2nd and 8 as they've kind of reached midfield. I was supposed to be going on a blitz. I'm going to drop back into coverage, and, yeah, the blitz wasn't necessary. It's our 2nd sack of the game, and another 3rd and long. That one just happened to be Joel Hall's 2nd sack of the game. He's got both of them, so, and, of course, they're going to the screen again. Can we get there? The blocking is okay. The running back, DK Billingsley, made a good cutback, but still 4th and 4 here. And it's going to be a punt from Troy here, just at about midfield. Maybe had to be a little bit worried for them going for this, and that's not a very deep punt, so very returnable for Diggs, who we all know is incredibly dangerous. He's getting some blocks. One of the men just took out another one, so we got a decent return, and once again, starting with great field position here. When we have big plays that set up some momentum at the start of our drive, I like to capitalize on this. We're looking maybe for Dion Fountain on that deep route once again, or maybe we just stay patient, find Javon Hiley for the quick 14-yard first down, and end our quarter there, because this clock's going to run out, and, you know, we're up 14. I'm fine. Just going into the second quarter. They do get the ball to start the third, but, man, maybe if we just open up a big enough lead, it won't matter. End of the first, 14-0. To start this second quarter, we'll go ahead and hand it off to Reese. Maybe, maybe not the best idea. They're doing a really good job stopping our runs. After that first drive, loss of 1 there. All things considered, we've been moving the ball pretty well, but they're doing a pretty solid job. There's Javon Hiley, just rolling guys over. What a play from Javon. Can he get in? No, I was hoping for the stiff arm cheese. He just turned to he's a boat. What? I can't believe that. Just mowed him over. An absolute bulldozer. He's got me at a loss for words. 3 guys in a row picked up the block, and just like that, it's a 1st and goal. He lined them up like bowling pins on that one and just, you know, made it look so easy as McCall keeps it on the read and gets to the goal line. That might be one of the most impressive things that I've seen happen from one of our players. Is we'll just let Reese White maybe get into the end zone. Another stop there at the goal line. A little bit worried that we're not going to score here. We're just going to go ahead and run another halfback dive here, and White needs to... Oh, man. He needed to break that. That's a loss of yard, 4th and goal. I'm going to go for this. I want the touchdown for sure. Even if we don't get this, I guess they're in bad field position, but I don't know why I say that, because every time we put them, you know, in, you know, danger of getting a safety, they always get a big play. So we got to hope that this goes in. Grayson McCall, oh, good little cut back into the inside, because there were defenders waiting for him, but he's in. It's his 3rd touchdown of the day, and just like that, you know, midway through the second quarter, we have a 21-point lead. So the defense has had a perfect game so far in terms of allowing points. I'm curious to see if it can continue. Quarterback scrambling. This could be a big one. He's not sliding down, though, and I was hoping maybe we could pop the ball out. Turns into a fantastic scramble, a quick first down, and we're going to rush 5 on this one. They go with the quick throw, and I don't know if we got a hand in there or if he just dropped it, but 2nd and 10 nonetheless. We'll definitely continue to dial up this blitz, as we need to make sure that we're doing as much as we can. Man, wide open. I think that was me. I tried to do a little hot route, and I think I screwed everything up, but the quarterback just missed his man. And that's going to go ahead and give us a 3rd and 10 to work with. 3:43 left in the half. And it's another screen on 3rd down that goes nowhere. They lose 2 yards, and we're going to get the ball on a punt here. So, again, Diggs back to return. I think they have the wind coming at them here, too, so that'll help. It's about 5 miles an hour. And we'll see. Maybe if we can get something on this one. We need blocks. Are we going to pick up enough? That looks pretty solid. Diggs cutting it back inside, and once again, fantastic field position to start with, this time across the 50. If you are the Trojans at this point, I got to say, definitely worrisome. Doesn't seem like you've got a whole lot to do to compete with us, as Reese White picks up 4. And it certainly seems like it's going to take one hell of a halftime adjustment to get back in this one. I thought I called a pass, but we'll run the little handoff to Reese White and let him get us another 6 yards on a 3rd and 1. Why not? On 3rd and 1, we'll go ahead and give him the hat trick on the start of the drive. Reese White makes a man miss, has some open space, diving tackle misses, and Reese White with a great carry gets us a 1st and goal. Man, we're having some really big plays this game. He's up to 55 yards on just 11 carries. 2 minutes to go in the half. They're bringing pressure. Risky throw. Oh my gosh. I think Bedgood kind of ran into the safety. He showed a blitz and then dropped back into coverage. It messed me up. And it's got me scared, so second and goal, we're just going to hand the ball off to Reese. We're going to run this. I don't want to throw a pick, especially not this close, but oh, my goodness. We fumble the ball. I guess I wasn't getting away on this drive without giving up a turnover. That's disappointing. 1st and 10 for Troy. Well, we're expecting a run here. We'll go ahead and try to bring the pressure. They do hand it off to the fullback, and hey, normally we give up like 20 on those plays, so they managed to pick up 3 yards, and they have called their first timeout now. 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line. Got a man in motion, and oh, I kind of messed that up with Gunter, but plenty of pressure. Quarterback finds his man for 2 more yards. They get to the 10, 3rd and 5. And we are going to bring a lot of pressure. Expecting a pass on this one. They put it on the ground. Plenty of room to work with, and he's still on his feet. DK Billingsley has some really strong running. They go back into the... What is this lineman doing? What just happened there? They called a false start on the lineman. He was lined up about 5 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. And we get the first down, I guess. Well, that was a problem I didn't expect to see in this game. I guess that's what happened when you go with the hurry up. Nobody ready for it. We're there with Spillum, the all-user pick. He's got a foot in bounds, so we got the ball back. Turnover differential back to 0 on the game, and Alex Spillum. Hey, how about that? You know, you guys can clown me for my bad user, but every once in a while I do something good. And of course, 1st and 10 after a big momentum-changing play. We're going to go right back at him, looking for Bedgood on the fade. Tossing up. No, McCall gets sacked. Probably for the best. I didn't want to throw another pick, but 2nd and long now for us. Additionally, the clock is ticking down. I am aware of that. 1:20 to go in this half. I feel like Isaiah Likely is going to be wide open, and he is. They just kind of ignored him. He couldn't hold on through the pressure, though. Should have thrown that a little bit more outside. So we've got a 3rd and a mile here to try to convert. I'm going to sit in the pocket. There's Bedgood with the catch, and got a couple yards after it as well. 1st and 10. Let's go ahead and take our first time out. Not looking to screw up the clock management on this one. Want us to get a little bit of rest, and we're going to ask a lot from McCall here. Dropping back to throw. Tight end over the middle was wide open. Isaiah Likely should have had the touchdown, but it's batted at the line. And Bedgood has a dislocated shoulder, so he'll be out for a quarter. 2nd and 10. We're going to have to throw up again. And there should be another touchdown. Okay, Dion Fountain does hold on to that one. We're just picking apart the zone right now. Grayson McCall, 7 of 11, his 4th touchdown of the day. And we're going to go up 28-0. We'll go ahead and let Bedgood rest. We don't want to hurt that injury. Maybe a little bit of a new graphics update glitch with the coaching decision there at the top. But, you know, I'm not expecting this to be perfect. It's beautiful the way it is. 28-0, a minute left in the half. On 1st and 10. These guys, I'm expecting, are going to try to bring some pressure. Oh, I love my zone. That's on me. Should have been there for the defense, but missed. So this one maybe not working as well as we were hoping. Trips left showing for these guys. We'll go ahead and try to help contain that. Gunter is one of our best guys to do so. Quarterback's going to scramble early, though, and we maybe would get called for targeting in this day and age. But the QB is going to go ahead and slide down on 2nd and 4, though. We're bringing pressure, and 2 guys wide open. Was hoping they would get in each other's way as we knock Lacey out of bounds again. 40 seconds to go. Thankfully, Troy only has 1 timeout, but I'm really hoping that we can get the stop here. I want the shutout on the game. Not sure where it's going to come from. I see one deep. They see one deep as well. And my goodness, Orlando Lacey picking us apart. 33 yards there. Gets him a 1st and goal. We need the interception now, or maybe some sort of mistake. Quarterback scrambling. Oh, I really wanted to strip the ball. We do get the sack, and the clock is moving. Continue to bring that pressure. We know it's going to be a pass. I think, actually, that's a school record for sacks in a game. For our man, as quarterback scrambling again, and another big hit. Clock still moving, 15 seconds. They have to be real careful here. This guy is looking to run early. He is going to see this entire sequence because they're not taking timeouts in there, and they're hurry up, and there it is. Luke Whitmore in the back of the end zone, wide open for the touchdown with 6 seconds left in the half. So Diggs will be back. We're up 21. They get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. We're going to see if we can maybe take this all the way to the house. Obviously, that's the goal in almost all of these, but that was bad running from me with some weird blocks. 2 seconds, though. We have a Hail Mary here. Well, let's hope that somehow one of these guys gets burned. I don't expect it to happen. Trying to extend this one, and I just didn't even get the pass off. So, we'll go into the locker room at halftime up 21, but honestly, I'm feeling a little bit disappointed. I feel like it should be a 28-plus point lead right now, but, you know, we'll see what we can do. Just got to, you know, do what we did the second half, and let's get out of here with an easy win. I want to see maybe the backup offense come in. Defense has to do their job, though, to open this quarter up. That is probably not going to be returned, so Troy will go ahead and start from the 25 to kick off this third quarter. In the flurry that was that final possession for Troy, where they scored the touchdown before halftime, Joel Hall did set a new school record for Saxon game at 3. And Orlando Lacey just continues to eat us up right now in the receiving game. 2nd and 6. He's lucky, or we're lucky, that that one was poorly thrown ball. Here's a broken tackle and a quick 26-yarder across midfield. Troy has maybe made the right adjustments there, attacking us through the air, which is obviously going to work better against us, and maybe we can just hope for a turnover. Looking to strip the ball from this quarterback, but he stumbles forward and gets 6. 2nd and 4, we're going to bring a big blitz right up the middle, see what we can do. It is a handoff, which works perfectly for us, and a loss of 3. So 3rd and 7, maybe a chance to get off the field for the defense. Just got to contain that line to gain. Their blocking is really good. Oh, and he just falls forward for 8 when he needed 7. That's a disappointing play. And on first down, we're going to see another pass. Running back motions to make it 5 wide. Quarterback scrambling. And he took a bit of a hit, but still got 5 yards. We're going to be running a little bit of a QB spy now, the way that these guys are playing, and trying to wait. Oh my gosh, the man sees Luke Whitmore get wide open for a quick first down. Now we just gotta hope that something better can work. This is gonna be a run. That's not going anywhere. So we can now stop the run, but when they go to the air, we get obliterated. This is a little bit frustrating. 2nd and 11, trying to find some sort of stop as they throw up one, and it's too long. We're going to get called for a pass interference, though Alex Spillum just hit him. It was an uncatchable ball. But we're giving him a free 15 yards. This drive has gone terribly for us. They're going to go to throw. They find the running back, Shelton, able to stop that from becoming a touchdown. We're going to just go ahead and continue to try to bring pressure on these plays. 2nd and goal. They step back to pass. Man wide open in the corner of the end zone. It's only a 14-point game here. Offense better be on fire here. So Diggs again back to return. He's gotten his great field position every time he's pretty much touched the ball all game. So we'll hope that we can see that again. That's great blocking. That might be enough. Diggs racing down the sideline in a foot race. I don't think he has enough to take it all the way, but he's got us almost to the 25. And I don't think it's going to take a whole lot for the offense. We're going with a play action pass to open this drive up. See if we can bait them in. No, I'm not quite seeing it. Not quite seeing it. Oh my gosh. We should have been able to make something out of that. That's a shame. Our attempts downfield have not been the best this game, but I got to continue to look. Here's a handoff to Reese White on 2nd down. Didn't get as much as we want, and we've got a 3rd and 7 to contend with. We'll go to the air on this one. See what we can find. Bedgood's open. Just slotted into the zones after getting jammed up at the line, and it's a quick 1st and goal. That was nice. Grayson McCall may be looking for his 5th touchdown of the day on this read option. He's going to get the chance, and he's going to get in, diving for the touchdown. Probably unnecessary, but we wanted to make sure we answer back real quick. 35-14 now. 1st and 10. The defense has struggled the past couple of drives. Can we get it? We're bringing a lot of pressure. Kind of expecting a run. It is a draw to Billingsley, and we eventually start to bring him down, but he stumbles forward for 6. I am getting really tired of this crap. It just keeps happening. 2nd and 4, they go back to pass. This is a man open. Matz gets there right as the ball does, but can't jar it free. And the defense just continues to give up yard after yard. Another 1st down. This one's going to be a handoff. We read it correctly, but he goes to a different gap, and he breaks a couple tackles in a foot race. We are not going to be able to catch DK Billingsley. Oh my gosh, too easy. The 58-yard touchdown. This one's turning into a high-scoring affair real quick. Well, the good news is that our special team seems to be doing pretty well this game, so we get to see Diggs with another return. The question is, will it be as good or better? It's looking pretty solid so far. Trying to get one guy to miss with the back juke, but it's not enough. Still good field position here. With how quickly Troy is scoring, added on to the fact that they've been running the hurry up, we got to make sure that we also continue to score, because if we don't, this game could be ugly in a hurry. With 2 minutes left here in the third, actually thinking maybe we start to look towards just throwing this one away. This is a risky ball. We're looking for Bedgood. He can't come down with it. Oh, you just had to hope he held on to it. But it might just be time to burn the clock out. Who knows if we'll get to see the second string the way that these guys are playing. 3rd and 5. I try to run, and we don't get enough. 4th and 3. I got to go for this. Our defense just hasn't given me enough to feel confident here, so we're going to go ahead and go with the 5-wide pass. I'm going to scramble because they're bringing pressure. And there's Isaiah Likely. He was short, they say. Oh, my call just threw it behind him. I might have to challenge this. I got to just hope. I feel like maybe the ball was at the line to gain, but it's worth a challenge to me. Let's see. Oh, they don't really show us what we're supposed to get because now it's showing the other side, but I just don't see how the ball isn't far enough forward when he catches it. What did we got? Oh, come on. So we lose the timeout. The play stands. And the defense has to come out. What we've been doing on defense has not been working, so we're going to just go ahead and go into the 3-3-5 and see if maybe the defensive adjustment helps us. They do lose a yard there. And I guess at the end of the day, we would have been much better off just punting it, but that just is what it is. Kind of expecting a run from Billingsley here. They will... No, they're going to step back to pass. There's an open man. We're there, though, with Gunter, so we do have them in a 3rd down situation. We'll definitely be rushing on this one. I think 4-man rush could be enough. Can we get in there? No, this one's deep, and they find Whitmore. Luckily, we get the tackle, but it's a 1st and goal. I swear, doesn't matter how big of a lead we have. Every game in this dynasty is destined to be close. It's 1st and goal, 30 seconds left in the quarter. They hand it off up the middle. We will temporarily stop them. And this is another handoff up the middle. We didn't have a chance really to get set. I should have taken a timeout, but 2-yard touchdown run for DK Billingsley, and just like that, it's a 1-score game. 16 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. All right, Diggs needs to give us good field position, but if the offense can't execute, we're in trouble. This probably shouldn't be brought out, but with how good we've been returning it all game, I'm going to give him the chance, and he's broken free. Can we get another block? The diving tackle. The shoestring saves it. Still great field position again. There are 10 seconds left in the quarter, and we do have the lead. I am going to just try to burn this clock. We're playing not to lose, which a lot of coaches try, and it usually doesn't work well for them, although Grayson McCall, oh my gosh. Thank you for not fumbling that, Grayson. 23-yard rush right there. That's fantastic, and it's going to end our 3rd quarter. So up a touchdown. We were up 3 going into the half, but a big 3rd quarter from Troy makes this a close one, but we'll see what we can do here in this 4th. Reese White, his first game back, has been doing a decent job, but he's having a tough time. That's a great run to start the quarter, and immediately gets the 1st down. No reason for us not to continue this. I don't want them to have the ball again, and if they have it again, I want it to be with us having a 2-score lead. Unfortunately for us, that means that we do have to continue to play well here on offense. And on 2nd and 9, we are going to run again. The counter could have been good, but the blocking just wasn't quite there. 3rd and 6, I think we might have to pass here. Maybe not being able to burn off as much clock in this 4th quarter as I was hoping. But if we get a 4th down, we're kicking the field goal. We will make it a 2-score game. And there's Deion Fountain, but he's short of the line to gain 4th and 1. But we got to kick that field goal now. Oh my goodness, I hate this. Please do not miss this. Yeah, okay. We got it. I'm always worried I'm going to choke on one of those. It's a 10-point lead, 3:35 to go. Please, defense now. Do your job. Biscardi's going to boot this one away. I have a feeling it's a returnable ball. Ooh, that was way short. I was trying to give it a bunch of hang time, so maybe we could put them in a bad spot, but it was too much hang time. I think we still kept them inside the 25. These guys are going to start their drive at the 22, so yeah, 3 yards shy of that 25 if they took a touchback, which is good news for us, and... well, that's not great news. They got 3 yards on that first down. Gonna bring the blitz now on 2nd and 7. Or really a 4-man rush, but watching the quarterback. There's a wide open Whitmore, but he falls down out of bounds, 3rd and 3, and I'm bringing a lot of pressure this time. All-out blitz. Let's just hope that the safeties contain well enough. If they maybe want to get into the play, that would be nice. And here's Billingsley. Nobody following the running back as he just runs out into the flat and gets the quick first down. We really just don't have an answer for these guys. Everything that was working earlier in the game has stopped working. Finally, we get some pressure and an incompletion. We're bringing the blitz again on 2nd and 10. See if we can come in off the edge. Quarterback needing to pick up a block from his running back. He does, and he finds, I think that's Whitmore again. Another 17 yards. We were so close. It's just not working well enough. 1st and 10. Quarterback finds Lacey again, who stays in bounds and gets 8 yards. There's nothing. We drop back into coverage. There's a guy open, or they get a big run. We stay home and try to bring the big blitz, and they have a man open. There's just nothing that we can do right now. The defense is just absolutely collapsed, and supposedly half of them are on fire, so I don't really know what's going on. 1st and 10. Quarterback is scrambling again, and I just didn't expect that cut, so bad user, 21 yards. It's 1st and goal, and I'm taking our first time out. We just need a break there. We're going to bring a lot of pressure on this first down. I just got to hope that they don't throw it to Billingsley. They step back to pass. We're in trouble. Here's the option, and nobody was paying attention. Spillum. Bad awareness. Maybe had a chance, but it's the pitch out to DK Billingsley, and it's a 3-point game with 2:20 to go. This is disastrous. All right. Diggs back to return again. Goodness. Tongue-tied right there. Still hoping for more good field position. The blocks have been incredible. Please, no penalties. And, well, we're at the 35. Can we win this game? I knew that when I was feeling confident earlier that that confidence was misplaced, but I'm still going to hope for a little bit here as they're going to be taking their timeouts now. If we don't score a touchdown here, I think they win the game, unless we burn all our clock. There is a massive first down, though, and only 1 timeout left for the Trojans. We'll hope that Grayson McCall can hold on to this one. 2nd and 11. Expecting that final timeout on this one, and we're going to get a massive block. McCall, oh my gosh, almost had a chance to take that to the distance. It's just not quite free. All the timeouts used up for Troy. Means that we can pretty much burn this clock out. If we get a first down, that's great. And hey, how about that? Reese White got a yard and burned a bunch of time off the clock on the play, just not going down. All we need is 1 first down. Otherwise, it's going to be all too close for me, especially with the way that the defense has been playing. 2nd and 9. Reese falling forward, got a yard, but it's 3rd and 8. And I have to put this on the ground. We're going to try the speed option, and I'm just going to pray that it works. Bringing Bedgood in motion. Maybe a mistake there. Running. Grayson McCall has the first down. He slides. The defense had no idea how to defend that, and that's going to be the game. 39 seconds on the clock. We can just go ahead and kneel this one out. 38-35. And you know what? We're actually going to bring in a bad manners kind of play. We'll take the timeout here with a second to go. We're going to kick a field goal. We still have a kicking prospect here who wanted to see a 40-plus yarder. Well, we have the perfect opportunity to kick a 48-yarder as time expires. It'll make our margin of victory look a little bit better. It'll make the recruit like us, and we get that extra 10 XP at the end of the game. So 41-35, closer game than it looked. It's still just all too close. We were up, what was it, 28-7 at one point? 21-0. Well, we get the win at the end of the day, and, man, that was a tough second half. This is a team that took Clemson down to the wire and beat a top 10 Auburn, and we just struggled there. We moved to 4-1 on the season, though, and Grayson McCall, player of the game, with a ridiculous amount of touchdowns. And, well, let's just move on to the next one. Get our bowl eligibility real quick here if we keep winning. And we can go ahead and see what happens. Good on turnovers. We barely win the time of possession. They had 17 first downs. They rushed for more than us. They passed for more than us, although our special teams did put our offense in a better position most of the time. How about that second half? Or more specifically, the third quarter. 21 points for Troy in the third quarter, all but eliminated our lead, and we had to settle for 2 field goals in the fourth quarter. Player of the game, though, Grayson McCall threw for 208, rushed for 64, picked up 5 touchdowns, and Joel Hall, 3 sacks on the game. The only thing that he contributed, really, besides obviously pressures and whatnot, we're getting sacks on that quarterback, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad that we won that one. That was all too close. But we moved to 4-1. We should stay ranked, thankfully. And we'll go ahead and advance the week here. We've got a bye. We can rest up after the chaos that was the beginning of our season. And we'll take a look what happened in the top 25 this past week. Oh my gosh, I'm just noticing this. A small detail that people might miss. That loading wheel has changed. That is a graphics update. So that's just a small little detail the mod team has provided. So kudos to them. That's pretty cool. Our 2 visits went pretty well. 400 and 550 points for the free safety and kicker, respectively. We've got 5 more guys ready to come visit here, including Roger Reed, the 78 overall corner. I'm excited. I think that we can bring in a lot of solid players. We get a bunch of XP, and we're ranked 20th with the bye week here. That's fantastic. It was a near disaster, as the headline states properly, but all that we have to do is win. How about the top 25 polls? Did Alabama lose? They were sitting at 19. We've got number 1 and number 2 in Oklahoma and Texas playing this week. 4 and 3 in Miami and North Carolina. 24 and 8. They will all play. How about the losses, though? USC loses to a now number 12 Oregon. So the Ducks, after losing badly to Wyoming to open up their season, have kind of bounced back. They're 2-1. Did we see anything else? Yes, number 10 Alabama lost to Ole Miss. And we had Texas A&M losing at Arkansas. Tennessee loses in overtime to Auburn. And Minnesota lost to an unranked Indiana. Any teams dropping out? Yes, Oregon State must have lost after their big win against USC. USC's had a couple of bad losses to the Oregon teams. And Oklahoma State drops out as well. I want to see quickly what's happening here on the Heisman list. Zamir White jumps into the top spot. And Kosi Perry, I believe that's how you say it, the quarterback from Miami, is in second. We've got Elijah Collins from Michigan State up in third. Tamorion Terry, I believe that's how you say it, wide receiver, which is we don't see often, from Florida State. 11 catches for 184 yards last game. That's pretty impressive. And Sarah Dorick Thompson, a couple of hard names for me to pronounce. A guy from Texas Tech, the running back. They're in fifth. Decent 16 carry, 146 yard game last week for him against Texas. Well, it was Texas State. But already we've seen some big shakeups here in this Heisman watch list to start the season. And Grayson McCall, this is the first time I've shown it because it's the first time it happened this season, is a Sunbelt Player of the Week, the Offensive Player of the Week. Again, the new graphics update, not perfect. Maybe the text, the font on the player names in this Player of the Week is a little bit hard to read, but it's glad to see that our redshirt sophomore quarterback, we have him for 2 more years, is getting some recognition. That's going to go ahead and do it for us here today. Number 20, we get the win, however close it may be, and we move to 4-1, so fantastic. And just like the team is doing great, so are you guys. Oh my goodness, thank you again for the support on the last video. It's been incredible. Welcome everybody who has subscribed recently, and if you haven't, please feel free to hit the button. It helps me out a ton. It's free to do, and again, if you end up not liking my content in the future, maybe if you get tired of me, maybe if you start to hate my voice, it's always free to unsubscribe as well. And you can also hit the like button if you liked it, or maybe, hit the dislike if you think that my user is absolute garbage. But again, thanks for sitting through another one. You can find us a couple places on the web as well. We have our Twitch at twitch.tv/goonmaster. If you want to follow us there, we're live every once in a while doing some more sports game content. And we've got our Twitter and community Discord. Those links are in the description down below. But otherwise, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks again for watching. My name is Goonmaster. You guys are the Teal Boys, and wherever you are, have a good night or have a good morning, and we'll see you later. Adios.